Okay, first off, shout out to all the nature out there, all the animals, all the bears and shit, all the birds and bees and all that kind of stuff. I know we're one. I know that I am in tuned with nature and that y'all want to be near me and that Mother Nature follows me around in the form of bad weather because she loves me so much. That being said, y'all gotta chill, bro. Like last week, okay, so last week I'm driving and like I don't know why, like I'm just chilling, the road is open, but for some reason a raccoon is like, man, I really want to be near this nigga, so he just ran straight into my truck. And I was like, oh shit, that fucks me up because I don't like hitting animals. Like I think hitting animals is fucked up. I think that hitting animals is something that you could probably avoid, but I don't want to swerve in an 80,000 pound truck and then flip over and then they're like, you got to pay for the truck and all this kind of shit. So I didn't know what to do, so I just kept driving and the raccoon just like ran straight into my truck. And I just kept driving, not thinking about it. I mean, I heard it was loud. It was louder than you would expect a raccoon hitting, a big metal truck with a plastic, fender or whatever to be. But I was like, all right, I mean, I guess that raccoon had a hard head or whatever, right? So I get to the part where I stop for the night and I do my post trip and there's like a big chunk of my fender just gone. Like this raccoon ran his motherfucking ass like straight. I mean, if he is like on your team and he ran into somebody, like y'all gonna win. Like if he was like a football player, I guess. I don't know which sports, you run into people in, but I'm assuming, like football, if he's like a lineman or something. This raccoon was tough. And I was like, man, I kind of felt, fucked up about it, but I was like, well, So I had to call the people and they're like, okay, we gotta find you somewhere to fix your truck, but just keep driving like normal until we figure out how to fix your truck, right? And I was like, cool. There's a big chunk of my fender, missing. So today, I'm driving again, just down the street, and a fucking hawk. Like, I'm not talking about like, okay, so most of the people I know live in cities. Birds in the cities are not real birds. Like, they're kind of like the smaller, like the little people version of birds, you know what I'm saying? These country birds are fucking gigantic. Like when you see this bird, like I'm pretty sure one of these birds could take Wubbas and be like just gone. Like I don't have a son anymore. Like one of these birds decides that he wants to eat this 6-year-old boy, right? And this bird, for some reason, I'm just driving again. Like I am not driving towards these birds. I'm driving on the road. They're on the side of the road. I don't know what they're thinking, right? But all of a sudden, this fucking bird just flew straight at my truck. And it's kind of crazy because I see him coming towards me, but he's coming like at an angle. So I'm like, oh, he's either going to veer off or go up because he's not directly in front of me. So I figure, I'm not going to hit him. But because I hit him because he came at an angle, not only did I hit him, but his wing kind of like flew like right here. His wing was just in this bitch. I was like, ah! I almost died. Like I almost swerved off the road. I was like, what the fuck? Like this bird almost, like part of this bird was inside this truck. Not a large part, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a quarter of a wing of this bird was inside the truck with me. And I'm doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? And the bird is just like flying out and it's like, woo! I was like, what the fuck? And it kind of shook me up, but I tried not to think too much about it, number one, because, it's another bird, it's another creature of nature that's gone, and that shit fucks me up anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't like to admit to myself how vulnerable I am in any situation. So, the fact that a bird almost ended my life and made me scream, I didn't want to come to terms with that, you know what I'm saying? So I try not to think about it. So I just keep driving. And then, like, about 5 minutes later, the fucking mirror, like, the back part, like, this thing, just falls off. This shit just falls off. It fell off because of the impact with the fucking bird. And so I was gonna ignore the shit because again I'm like, how are animals doing this? I didn't think it was gonna damage. I didn't really think too much about it, but then I had to call it in again because if I just pull up with a truck with no mirror guard on it, I gotta pay for it, if I never mention it. If I just bring the truck back to the station and be like, all right, y'all fucking truck is, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't ignore it and let it go away. So I had to call in another accident like I did with the fucking raccoon, and I had to sit there and I had to just be like, oh bro, like. And then here's another thing, like when I call you to report something to you, don't lecture me, bro. Like, oh man, here's what you should have did. Nigga, how you know what the fuck I should have did? You weren't in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you would have. I think you would have swerved off the road, man, lecturing me about what I should have did when a fucking bird flew at my truck. I don't think you would have handled it as smooth as I did. I think you probably would have been scared. You know what I'm saying? And you just been a statistic of a nigga who didn't know how to handle himself in a situation that was kind of like a crisis. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man, but so I had to report that. So that means in the last couple of weeks, technically, they call it an incident or an accident. I don't know if it goes on my DAC report, but I had 2 of them hoes in the past couple of weeks just because nature loves me so much, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to send out this message to nature. I love you, I'm part of you, but you gotta leave me the fuck alone. I'm not good for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like that boyfriend that's neglectful to his girlfriend, and then whenever she's like needs something from him, he's never there. That's my relationship with nature. Don't get me wrong, I like you and I understand that we in this together, but I'm not here for you. You know what I'm saying? I got other shit on my mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get ahead of my future, and I'm just not in the mood or in the place in my life where I want to be in a relationship with nature. So you motherfuckers need to leave me alone and let me drive my truck and stop running into my shit. You know what I'm saying? Except if you Bigfoot, because I still want to see Bigfoot.